In early July 2026, the Bureau of Labor Statistics released its monthly update on the health of the American workforce. This chart from the report tracks the monthly unemployment rate, and right at the end, you can see the headline metric edging down to 4.2. It fell because 720,000 people completely dropped out of the labor force and were no longer counted as unemployed. Then we have to examine the quality of the jobs being held. In June alone, the economy lost 514,000 full-time roles. Instead of finding new career track positions, many workers are being forced into part-time roles just to maintain an income. We can see this weakness in the private sector too. This ADP employment report shows a modest addition of 98,000 private sector jobs in June. But hiring wasn't broad-based. Roughly half of those new jobs came from just two sectors, healthcare and education, industries supported by long-term demographic trends rather than a thriving economy. The strong labor market headline is actually a mirage built on labor force dropouts, part-time shifts, and highly isolated industry hiring. The government also reported 7.6 million available job openings, but modern hiring practices skew this data. A single remote position is often posted in multiple locations simultaneously, which artificially inflates the total. We also see a blind spot in the layoff data. Initial unemployment claims appear low because many displaced workers are turning to freelance or gig work to survive instead of officially filing for benefits. The real stress shows up in continuing unemployment claims. While the flow of new claims looks small, the pool of people actively receiving benefits remains stubbornly high at 1.81 million. Fewer people may be getting laid off each week, but those who do lose their jobs are now trapped in the search phase for far longer. We can see this loss of worker leverage in the narrowing pay gap. The premium for switching jobs has dropped to 6.6%, barely outpacing the raises given to those who stay put. This brings us to the most jarring contradiction in the 2026 economy. While the labor market softens, hard assets like housing refuse to cool down. This Case-Shiller index illustrates the confusion. Look at the top left chart for seasonally adjusted month-over-month prices. It shows growth as being flat or even slightly negative. But if we struck away those adjustments, actual prices climbed a combined 1.5% in just 2 months. Separate data from the Federal Housing Finance Agency corroborates this, showing a 2.6% combined gain over 3 months for conventional loan homes. Mathematical smoothing in official reports is hiding relentless housing appreciation from the public, even as the jobs required to buy those homes become less secure. By the middle of 2026, the barrier to entry for building wealth is accelerating away from the average earner. If you already own a $500,000 home, a 4% appreciation rate passively hands you $20,000 in equity over a single year. Prospective buyers must try to outsave that $20,000 moving target while navigating a labor market hollowed out by part-time shifts and hidden unemployment. These discrepancies show why summary headlines are no longer enough to gauge your financial standing. Navigating this economy requires interrogating the underlying data directly. We will be watching closely to see if upcoming reports on existing home sales or the release of the Federal Reserve's meeting minutes reveal any policy shifts that might alter this trajectory. Until the ground-level metrics align with the headlines, the economy will remain an illusion of strength, masking a reality of friction.